Hi guys, welcome to our channel. I am Brad.
And I'm Yani, and this is
Our
Our
two
Two
cents.
Cents. This is your gateway to all types of scents, cheap, designer, and niche fragrances.
At ibibigay namin ang aming honest reviews or 2 cents about these perfumes. At dahil dalawa kami sa channel, two perspectives ang makukuha ninyo.
Meaning, may opinion kayo na makukuha not just from the wearer, but also from another person na nakakaamoy ng pabango ng nagsusuot.
So paano? Umpisahan na natin with our very first review.
Watch
Like and
and
subscribe
subscribe na!
na!
So first off in our review is Delina Exclusif by Parfums de Marly. So according to Fragrantica, Parfums de Marly's Delina Exclusif was first launched in 2018, and the perfumer behind this fragrance is Quinton Biche, or siya rin yata yung perfumer nung original na Delina perfume. The main accords of Delina Exclusif are rose, fruity, vanilla, amber, tropical, fresh, oud, woody, sweet, and floral. And the notes are on the top would be lychee or lychee, pear, bergamot, and then middle notes are Turkish rose, agarwood or oud, and incense. And the base notes are vanilla, amber, and woody notes. In terms of longevity, least the audience of Fragrantica are saying that it is between long-lasting to eternal. And then in terms of the sillage, it is between moderate to strong. If you will notice, yung bottle niya is actually based on the shape of the female body according to Parfums de Marly. And in terms of the price value, really between overpriced to way overpriced. And then they also are reminded of Carolina Herrera's Very Good Girl. For me, the main accords of this perfume are really rose, fruity, vanilla, and sweet. The tropical, fresh, and woody accords which are stated on Fragrantica, I don't really find them in this perfume. The top notes for me really are prominent are lychee and pear, and the middle notes is Turkish rose and a little bit of incense. In terms of the base notes, I do smell the vanilla and amber. Probably the reason why I don't smell the other notes is because I am not really familiar with the smell of oud and woody notes. Pwedeng hindi rin ako ganun ka-sensitive in terms of the woody notes. But if you are a person who is sensitive to those notes, probably you can also smell those notes. And then, in terms of longevity naman, sillage and projection, I do spray this 8 times behind the back of my ear, behind the back of my elbows, on my shoulders, and then twice on my clothes, front and back. So that's 8 times for me. I'm not sure if that's overspraying the perfume, but I really do like it being sprayed that much. With that much of perfume being sprayed on myself, it lasts a really long time, probably 12 to 14 hours on me. But then, in terms of projection, dun siya nagkakaiba. During the first 1 or 2 hours, it projects really well, probably by 2 feet or 3 feet even. And then by the third to fifth hours, it begins to narrow down to probably just a foot. And then by the fifth to the rest of the hours, it's much closer to the skin. I'm not sure, probably my husband si Brad will be able to tell us kung gaano ba siya kalayo na naamoy sa akin by the end of the day. But I really recommend this scent as a date night scent or probably a special occasion scent. And for me, very much in keeping with its performance, yung designation niya as a date night or a special occasion scent. Because like I said, it projects really well during the first 2 to 4 hours. By the fifth hour, it starts to mellow down, but it is also very sweet and creamy. And that's what makes it very sensual and date night appropriate. So, ikaw, Brad, what is your opinion about this perfume?
So going back with the notes, I agree with you that I could also detect lychee and pear, not so much with the citrusy bergamot. As to the flowery notes, Well, I could detect flowery notes, but not rose in particular. Maybe there are other flowers, notes from various flowers that were not included by the users of Fragrantica in the list of the middle notes. Very prominent dito yung vanilla and amber. So the combination of these notes makes it a proper perfume marketed for exquisite women. As to the sillage, it has enormous, no, or strong during its first 3 hours. However, kapag after office hours na, nag-tone down na ito, the longevity, maybe around 8 hours yung decent na longevity nito. Pagdating ng after office hours, dito na nagto-tone down din. Pero decent pa rin naman na around 2 to 3 feet naamoy ko pa rin. But not as strong as when you first spray it. Although various reviews and vlogs has been said about the use or the appropriate occasions when to use this Delina Exclusif, such as in formal engagements, I believe this could be used daily or even outdoors as long as you only apply 2 sprays. Well, speaking of numbers of sprays to be applied, I remember Yanni sprayed around 10 to 12 sprays.
Probably 12 sprays, Brad,
Oh,
to
12
be very
sprays
honest.
inside our room. And when I opened the door, it was, oh man, it was a punch in the face. It smells gorgeous, but overspraying might probably annoy people around you.
Yeah, I do agree. I did overspray this once, and probably I almost also suffocated myself with those 12 sprays that I did. And mind you, I sprayed that at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then it was already 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock p.m. when Brad arrived, and it was really still projecting so crazy. So just to close off our review of the Lina Exclusive, I would just like to say that this is actually my favorite scent at the moment. It is a very lovely and sweet perfume. And in fact, I designated it as my date night or special occasion scent only because I don't want to use it on a daily basis, and I don't want to be reminded of work or the daily things, the daily grind that I am doing, which is why it is just designated for special events and things where I want to keep a memory of. And also, I would just like to add that this perfume is actually one of Ivanaalawi's perfumes. In fact, I actually saw in one of the IG stories of a designer of her clothes that she gifted this perfume to that designer because that designer kept on asking what perfume she was wearing.
So, let us move on naman sa PDM Layton Exclusive. Bali, ito yung binili ko over the Layton, no? Namay ko na yung Layton sa isang luxury perfume store at I was able to compare this with the exclusive version. And masasabi ko na itong exclusive version ay mayroong added notes ng green, na may nadedetect akong green notes, wood, and woody notes, at saka may kasama rin itong incense o smoke. So with these added notes, masasabi kong yung DNA ng Layton ay naging formal pagdating sa Layton Exclusive. Tsaka more mature. Pero mas gusto ko yung scent nito as compared doon sa original na Layton. So, para lang may reference tayo, no? Ito yung sa sinasabi ng Fragrantica website. Marketed daw siya for both women and men, no? So, unisex perfume daw. Pero kung titingnan naman natin yung bottle, magkaiba ito sa bottle ng Delina. So, marketed for men talaga ito. So, for reference na rin, ano nga ba yung notes na mga sinuggest ng users ng Fragrantica na present daw dito sa Layton Exclusive? Meron daw itong almond, mandarin orange, bergamot, watery notes. Ito, civet, parang ang na-detect ko dito is yung parang leathery notes eh. And then meron din tayong geranium, rose, gardenia, water lily, gayak wood, Laotian wood, vanilla, coffee, sandalwood, Indonesian patchouli, leaf, oak moss, amber, and pink pepper. Sa lahat ng mga nabanggit, hindi ko na-detect itong mandarin orange, watery notes. Kagaya na nabanggit kanina, may civet ito. Siguro yung kombinasyon ng geranium, rose, gardenia, water lily. Ito yung nabanggit ko na rin kanina na may green notes na dagdag. Parang ganun yung effect niya. Kasama na rin yung oak moss. Yung woody notes na nagbibigay dito yung gayak wood at saka lotion wood. And of course, palagay ko may ano nga ito, incense or smoky note na nanggaling sa lotion wood. Now, let us move on dito sa longevity. Ini-spray ko to one time before 7 a.m. And then after office hours, akala ko wala na siya or hindi na siya present. However, parang na-nose blind lang ako. Present pa rin siya, no? Muntik na akong mag-reapply. So, it's still going strong beyond office hours or beyond 8 hours. Pero hinay-hinay lang din sa sprays na to. You could get a decent sillage and longevity when you applied a maximum of around 4 sprays para hindi naman ma-offend yung mga tao sa paligid. Now, despite my favorable preference on the scent profile of this Layton Exclusif, so far wala pa akong natatanggap na compliments aside from Yanis. And I only applied the Layton Exclusive on formal engagements. And I think one time I tried this in the office. However, as compared with the Delina Exclusive, my comment with the Layton Exclusive is that it is not really versatile. You cannot use this outdoor even if you sprayed once. This may be due to its dense or heavy amber and vanilla notes. Personally, this Layton Exclusive is not a blind buy worthy. Despite the mass appealing DNA that you could get from the original Layton, this Layton Exclusive has added notes which makes it more formal. Despite that, this is not as challenging as with the other niche perfumes or niche brands. This is not as challenging as those, but I guess the occasions when you would apply this kind of perfume is limited or exclusive. Formal gatherings, I could see a person using this on formal events. Maybe you should try first to sniff the Layton, the original Layton. And if it's fine with you, you could always check out the Layton Exclusive. Despite with the proliferations of the Middle Eastern clone brands, I could still consider Layton Exclusive as a unique type of scent. Let me emphasize and reiterate that the Layton Exclusive has added notes. It is actually the original Layton with the added notes, which makes it more of a formal type of scent.
I totally agree with all of Brad's statements regarding Layton Exclusive. Except perhaps for me, I wouldn't really consider this as a sweet scent on him. I detect it as a warm, spicy, sweet scent. So it's a combination of warmth, spiciness, and sweetness for me that I really smell on him. And in terms of the longevity and the projection of Layton Exclusive, Brad is actually correct. When he sprayed it before, we were actually supposed to meet after work hours for an event. And during that wedding event that we attended, I could really still smell his scent. And mind you, I was wearing a Baccarat Rouge 540. I never go nose blind on my own perfume, but talagang malakas yung projection niya even after office hours. So that's like 9 to 10 hours after he has initially sprayed the perfume, naaamoy ko pa rin siya. And also, I borrowed his jacket during the event. And yon, ang lakas talaga ng amoy. Amoy warm, spicy, sweet scent. And because of that, I actually asked Brad to designate this as his date night scent because I find this so lovely and sweet on him.
And that concludes our very first review.
Kung nagustuhan ninyo ang aming first review, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel.
At syempre, follow nyo rin kami sa aming Instagram account at our 2centsph for more recent updates.
See
See
you
you
on
on
our
our
next
next video.
video!
Bye!